We'll see
Yeah,
who gets the better, especially as we move on here.
I'm liking this Lich pickup. This feels like a the Void Spirit and Lich are both very good, like scrappy heroes. Lich can be great for counter initiation and whatnot as well. If people group up too close. They also have a lot of physical damage right now. The Frost Shield is going to negate a lot of this damage. I am pretty curious about what they get in response to this. I think they could. I think they could go something like a Bristleback at this point. They have decent. The big Invoker. I mean, they have like decent stun already. They have decent damage. Uh, they just need someone who can kind of run in and start the fights against the enemy team and overextend. Morphling is a bit more defensive, though, especially if they go Quaswex, which I imagine they're going to do against this lineup. They want somebody who kind of disengage in these fights, hold the enemies, or make them have an unfavorable start to that arena being set up, being able to toss them into the air with the tornado after they set it up and not allow them to get a spear and stun the allies, or just throw an
10
EMP
seconds
afterward,
remain.
not let them have the mana to start these fights. Invoker I like.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see if how effective the Invoker is. 2 bans here now left for 0 as the first final phase ban from Infamous is Faceless Void.
It is Dire's ban.
Hmm.
Ban the Underlord.
I'm having an Underlord. Yeah, I mean, you'd be worried about that one as well. Anything that can limit the mobility of the Void Spirit, as well as a tanky offlaner. Again, something that can just run in and start these fights.
5 seconds.
Underlord is basically like a good bristleback at the moment, anyways.
Is it worth maybe going for like a Tidehunter here for Infamous?
I could see it. Yeah. Decent. They can't. They don't have any hard lockdown. You're always going to off your Ravage, but your Ravage isn't going to be able to do the most work against these heroes, unfortunately. Like the Phoenix is going to be sitting very far back. He's going to be able to pop an egg before it ever reaches him. You don't really want to be ravaging Lich, and of course, counter initiation with the Ravage on the Void Spirit. The Void Spirit's going to be too active for Ravage to be your solution there.
Could go Bloodseeker themselves. So let's see, final bans for both teams.
Radiant's ban.
As Team 0, they need a safe laner. They'll ban out the anti-mage. Still options available for them. Jug comes to mind here for Team 0.
Anti-mage ban.
10
And,
second time
that is
remains
something they sort of have to worry about. It would be able to deal with the Ogre pretty well in the laning phase. Just Orb of Venom, anti-mage, right-click him down in the hero that is normally very happy to trade right-click with the enemies, throw out that ignite is having to run away. Sand King banned out on the other side here.
10 second Radiant's turn.
You gonna pick up a Slark or something? Like, I take Tusk last pick. All right.
So it could be 3 Tusk. It could even be 3 Windrunner. I don't hate 3 Tusk. That's for sure.
10 seconds.
I'm honestly normally a fan of it.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, I like the Tusk here. It allows them to play very far forward. It couples very well with the Bloodlust, the extra attack speed on Ogre, being able to get that much more out of the tag team, both with the extra movement speed and the extra attack speed and physical damage, just running people down. The Mars and the Lich especially. I think they aren't completely sure what they want to grab here last. It's going to be a carry hero, though. They need something that can do a decent job against the Gyrocopter. I do really like the anti-mage ban out, though. That hero would have done a lot of work.
What about Jug? I know I said it earlier, but do you think that fits the lineup that they've got going on?
Yes, actually, I really like Jug here. That one fits the profile. Again, you have that disengage. Spectre would be awful for getting out of what the Tusk has, but I'm not sure it's going to come online quickly enough. And again, you do have an easy time dealing with the Spectre. if you have like the Gyrocopter and the Ogre Magi on top of him, just whack him down underneath that tag team. Jug I like. Yeah, I think they should take Jug here.
Not my typical TA call. Okay.
They do end up taking that Spectre though, so
Never
you're able
mind.
to get out of those ice shards and some of that early aggression. You do have to be worried at the very start though, from that
See you later,
over aggression
nerds.
of Peter with the tag team into Ogre Magi with the Bloodlust.
Seems like it could be a bit slow from Team Zero.
Yeah, I mean, Spectre isn't the hero that it used to be, super weak in the lane phase. It's got decent HP regen. Spectral Dagger does a lot more damage at level 1 than it does the 90. The movement speed exchange is pretty good. It's all right, but Eternal Envy tends to play these carries very slow. We've seen that basically every game from him in this tournament. He's come online a lot later than some of these other people. He doesn't like participating in the fights. He's got a very old way of playing position 1. He wants his team to be playing 4 Protect 1 for him. We'll see if he decides to do that this game as well. Do like the global presence that it adds, though. And again, if you're all in these ultimates from the Mars and the Phoenix, like having the Spectre added to the mix as well, it's going to completely destroy the heroes on Infamous. Not a whole lot they can do to save themselves from the Haunt Arena Egg combo. But here we go. Game number 2. Who you like better with this draft, Bkop?
I like the Tusk. And the side of Infamous.
This to memory.
So I'm going to go with Infamous on this one.
I'm putting my
Just happened.
not my actual money, but my money on Envy. I would never bet real money.
Be honest,
on
some of you heard that. He's
Envy.
putting his paycheck on there.
Oh no!
He put his paycheck on the game on Envy. If
I've
I
got
win,
cats to feed, Summit, please. I've got cats to feed, Envy, please.
if I win, I get his paycheck.
Is that how this? Oh no!
This might be
My
how it
cats. They eat better than I do. I regularly spill Monster on keyboards. I need this money. They're ready to go though, but looks like it's going to be Spirit mid lane, Spectre towards safe lane, and be still deciding what items he wants though. Hasn't quite figured it out yet here. 320 gold still. He's running the numbers in his head, you know it.
Crunching him.
Yeah. There we go. All stats, 6 tangos, and Quelling Blade, which is actually a little bit odd. You see a lot of carry players these days, even on, especially on Spectre, actually. You want to be going like 100 Defiance or something, usually. You've got a lot of magic damage on either team, from Gyrocopter. Wouldn't be horrible to do. You just get that ring of regen, or 2 rings of regen. It ends up paying for itself if you consider the price is 175 gold, versus the fact that you're buying 180 gold versus tangos, of tangos, and sell the ring later back for half the price. I don't know, economics or something.
Just 30 seconds.
Macro or micro?
What
Macro, microeconomics? I don't know. I just like using that word.
Let us
Barely know what it means.
I'm interested to see how this Pepita Tusk does. Seems like a hero that, like, with a good lane can really do quite a bit. Move around, has the early walrus punch damage. Tag team's always beneficial for the team around you. Like, you can shut down lineups that take a bit longer to come online, i.e. the Zero lineup.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I don't like about the position 3 Tusk is the fact that normally when you're following a game, you just kind of follow wherever the Tusk goes. That's where the action's going to be. Kills happen one way or the other once Tusk enters the lane. He just wants to play very aggressive with his Snowball tag team, which you got at level 1 here. So probably commit on to Eternal Envy pretty quickly here. No, we just see exactly what we saw in the other series.
That's
And Howie was on that Wind Ranger. Was Howie on the Wind Ranger, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pop Wind Run, traded with the enemy position 4, and force the 1 and the 3 to fight each other in the meantime.
Solid towards top. Do you like this combination of the ogre as well as the gyro?
Yeah, I like it too, but probably not a whole lot's going to happen over here. It does have the homing missile Phoenix.
Ooh, spear hits. Not a lot happening, maybe something happening, but the homing missile keeps Phoenix away. Although the Sunray on top of a cell should be first blood and will be. Seeking getting to level 2 before the ogre, so allowing that Sunray to happen and allowing the kill to be gotten there. As now Pagas dove under the tower. And, well, he's gonna get 1 kill before he falls. If he falls, he turns and gets both kills. And 1437 dying over towards bottom. Wow.
Wow, that was very aggressive play. I mean, they tried to take full advantage of the fact that they're pushing Gyrocopter back out of the tower, out of tower aggro range there, because they're pushed so far in. Unfortunately, Gyrocopter does have just so much armor at early levels. They weren't going to be able to bring him down. He's under the tower, extra armor as well, and extra regen. He ended up being 10. The tower, you get plus, what, 3? Yeah. 10 armor, so his auto attacks really aren't doing that much at that point. Have to be a little bit careful with how far you dive, how early. I was loving it though. Michael pushed his luck a little bit too much, I think. Oh, beautiful shackle shot. He did have the mango ready on the lich, but that shackle stops him from popping and dropping that frost blast onto him. Very clean.
Just surviving by the skin of his teeth.
Well, touch base over on the mid lane if they give us the time. Stop being so aggressive for a moment. I always like checking on this. It's going to be kind of slow, though, as the Quaspex Invokers usually are. He's pushing Roy kind of far back at the moment, but 22 and 5 on this Void Spirit here.
Against attack.
Ooh, bottom lane.
Taking a look as they catch 1437. Pepito with the tag team once again. They get the kill. They're ignoring Eternal Envy in terms of getting kills there, but the Phoenix ends up going down towards top, so it's 5-1 for Infamous. They even want to go for this Mars. Brax with the God's Rebuke, but he doesn't get the Courier. He'll get 1 shot on it. Void Spirit over mid. KXY has multiple skills on cooldown, and Ryoya and KXY both evacuate that one very close to death.
When things come online in one place, the map, they come online everywhere, it looks like. It's go time.
Stun,
They go on the
Ignite.
Phoenix.
Phoenix in trouble. No Icarus dive. Snake King has to run. We got the Flat Cannon and the Spear, though, back towards the tower. A cell getting body blocked. He might fall. Oh, 1 more shot. Can they get in the body box? Oh, my God. And they got a kill over bottom. Void Spirit comes over, and with the 8th Remnant, will finish off the Ogre Magi.
Just suddenly it was go time for Infamous, and now they're up 8 kills to 0's 2. Now with still less than 1 key ahead, but I'm loving all this action and aggression. This is classic SA Dota right here. This is exactly what Infamous want to do with this Tusk Gyro lineup, though. Play as far into the enemies as they can. Speaking of, over in the mid lane,
Cold snap, but KXY won't survive. Although the shackle and the power shot under the tower.
Michael, my man, relax. Guy with some of these shackle shots, killing enemies, saving his teammates, but that counter kill was big. Gonna allow him to get a couple of levels there. Suddenly your Wind Ranger was sitting pretty far behind us, jumped up to level 5. There's also some boots of speed, Lightstone. Probably just build a Javelin next.
Simulate, avoiding the EMP.
You hate getting hit by those as a support hero in the early game. What's it directly cost?
Shackle, power shot, 1437, win run. Astros in the Aether Remnant won't be enough to save 1437. Now they go after Ryoya. He's got to simulate.
Brax getting out of there by the skin of his teeth as well, as they just dive underneath his tower. Infamous really bringing it with this lineup. Envy's doing an alright job, but he's lagging a little bit behind the Tusk in this lane. But if you can trade evenly with the Tusk as the Spectre, you're happy. Michael trying to set something up as well, though.
On a Snake King, he's got Icarus Dive. Homing missile coming through. Call down committed. Waiting for the Icarus Dive, I believe. And out from under the tower, a cell goes down. Sunray onto the gyrocopter. And turns on it. Rocket Barrage. Now they've got the Haunt. All to get this gyro. If they get the gyro. Spectral Dagger. The spear there to get the finish.
Yeah.
But that caused the Haunt. So now Envy takes over this lane. And Brax is probably forced to go bottom.
Which they're happy about. Right now, I think Envy just wants to avoid this Tusk. Especially hit level 6. He has Boulder's Punch available. You're just going to be behind him.
We'll grab that invis. Michael's coming over. They got the stun now again onto the Phoenix, but over with the Sunray and the Astral Step. Michael in trouble, uses the Wind Run, trying to get out. Gets north. And no Resonant Pulse. Damage enough to kill off this Windrunner. So despite the heavy amount of kills from Infamous, they just have not been able to do more than get a little bit of a net worth lead.
Yeah, for every step forward they take, it seems like Zero just uses that space to farm the enemy team. But still 5 kills up. They're playing this Tusk exactly how they want to, but they don't want to be given any space to Eternal Envy here. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see them start to set up around there. Ogre Magi probably going to stack this camp and start moving towards top.
Every coin helps.
Get up there, Excel. Move that Ogre body. He's really not that much of a point of Pepita being down here now. The Spectre's gone, though. He's hunting for the Lich, but this tower is going to sit at full HP. It's very difficult to push on it.
Step, Aether Remnant, call down. Tornado hits on a 2. Vegas does not get an escape, but they are going to try and turn this. They'll look over Eternal Envy, who's low on mana, tries to TP out. Do they have a way to stop this? No, so he escapes. 1437 dies to Michael. Brax and Ryoya leave. Did not go as well as maybe Infamous would have hoped. It was a good rotation from the Invoker, just not enough.
Not enough. While at the bottom lane, they could end up losing the Lich as well. Just trying to hold that tower and get his ultimate ability. It's getting a little bit hopeless for him, though. They did manage to catch him all the way down in these trees over here. The Tusk and the Wind Ranger together.
My path leads to riches.
See you later, nerds.
Aether Remnant, KXY, hit with the Spectral Dagger. Now the Arena committed, they've got the Spear, they'll get the kill.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is
Generally, we
indeed
want to use that Arena Blood in conjunction with Phoenix Egg, but the cooldown of the Arena is a little bit lower. And if we get the kill on the Invoker, it's definitely worth it. So. Nice pick off there. Slow down their game a little bit. So they're getting that Spirit Vessel as well. And now they've got the Catapult. Several heroes down here trying to push the mid wave. But less on the tower will make it difficult though.
Still, they'll find the ogre. Make sure that they can take out a cell, or at least try to shackle. Is it enough? The walrus punch. Down goes Envy. Tornado hits on a 1-4-3-7. They're going to continue to converge onto this Lich. They'll grab themselves the kill. 2 heroes gone, and the ogre doesn't even fall.
Missing the power shot there, which is unfortunate, but they keep the tower alive. Ogre doesn't go down either, just with his natural bulk, and grabbing Eternal Envy on that Spectre. I'd be more than happy to have that happen on Infamous. Also secures him a little bit more of a lead. They just lost the catapult down in the bottom wave, though. Paxis is just trying to dive the tower, tank some hits for his catapult to keep it alive, but looks like everyone is TP'd out of the bottom lane on Team Zero, and they've accepted this tower is just going to go down with so many heroes rotated here. And they'll try and take a trade up in the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tower bottom goes down. Tower mid falls.
Killing
And
spree.
Max getting the kill, but Phoenix, Snake King, power. That was very close. Power shot almost landing. They have 3 heroes here. They might be able to converge and get the tower, but it's definitely difficult, like you said, with the bloodlust. Bkop comes over. Snowball. Okay. That'll force out the supernova. Spear doesn't get him to a tree, so he backs up into the trees enough to escape, at least for now. No arena available. Michael coming over. Rioya behind them. They're getting drawn in away from the tower, but now Rioya gets spotted. Tornado as well as the shackle lands. EMP comes down. They get the kill in a 1-4-3-7. They look over at Rioya. And he's forced to run away.
He's got wooden lace and several astral steps, so he's going to get out of there just fine. A little bit sloppy at the start of that one. The tornado on top of the already shackled hero was kind of questionable, but they didn't end up bringing him down. But definitely coming out on the bottom here, even as far as with this with these pushes and reactions.
Astral Step, Sunray to simulate with the Haunt. Go after KXY, holding the snowball, going onto the high ground, pulls in KXY, finally get the kill on the Phoenix. The arena's down, they get the kill on the KXY, but the tornado finally hits on a Brax. Bkop, Walrus Punch, hitting on a Brax. Shards are there, but the Sinister Gaze from 1-4-3-7 holds him in close enough so they can get the kill on Bkop after killing off KXY. So they look over as a cell, use Bloodlust out onto the Gyrocopter, the Shackle hits onto the Rioya as well as 1-4-3-7. They get the kill on a 1. Now they look for a second, but finally finish off Rioya. They look over at Eternal Envy to get the 4th out of 5. But they're not going to commit under the tier 2.
Under that tier 2 tower, just a little bit too much tower regen. He's got 14 charges on his wand right there on Eternal Envy. They think better of it. Say, you know what? We'll take this. We lost Invoker. We still came out on top. We'll back off afterwards and just take the tower instead. Keep their eyes on the prize. That was an issue they were just having. While they were pushing bottom, they lost top and they lost mid tower. It's time for them to start to take some control over the map and slow down the Spectre's farm if they can. Just have to hit 1 or 2 item timings first. The Spirit Vessel just about completed on the Invoker. He's sitting at about 150 gold away at the moment. Tusk is working on his Blink Dagger. And Gyro his Aghanim Scepter. Once those are online, I think they start to take the fight to the enemy team and stop Eternal Envy from going what he wants to get here. They definitely need to collapse on him before he gets his Manta style, though. Once he's able to dispel off these ignites, able to Manta dodge these gyrocopter homing missiles, dispel the Spirit Vessel on Invoker, then we're starting that problem. This should not be a great dive, in my opinion, to go on this guy.
Arena down, Walrus Punch used, the EMP comes in, Brax without mana, but look at where Bkop is on this one. Doesn't have Snowball, he doesn't really have anything to work with. Supernova all the way back, so Bkop does fall. They get the kill on a Brax, it ends up being a trade, but the Astro Step as well as the Aether and Alex of KXY, they've got themselves the Sunray, and they will kill off a second.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That would go even worse for them if Brax had opted to use his Yules there to dodge that EMP from hitting him. He didn't, though. Pretty sure he had the time to as well. It was just the cold snap keeping him stunned. So there's definitely time. A little bit weird to me, but yeah, bad fight for Infamous to take underneath that tier 2.
Ryoya coming in. Aether Remnant locks with the gyro for a second. They've got the Gods Ruby coming out from Brax. No arena, but Sinister Gaze. Tornado flies in, hits onto this Mars. And the Yules on
Haunt up for 1
Brax
second.
trying to survive, but the Shackle, the Sunray, Paga's in trouble. Haunt now gets one, looks for more, jaunts over to the other side. They've killed off this Windrunner. Michael goes down, snaking in the Ice Wall, so he'll be the sacrificial lamb after they've also lost the Void Spirit.
Still happy to be taking that fight on 0. Eternal Envy getting both of those kills and help him get towards the Manta style that much faster. Yasha is complete by after grabbing Michael in the gyrocopter right there. Spooky Ghost, KXY though. Hunting for something. See what he finds. What he finds. Brax moving around with glitch. This is definitely what these two people want to be doing. They see the Phoenix teleporting in. They ping it out. I think at this point they realize that there is vision around. They find the sentry. They don't know where the observer is, but this is one of the most obvious locations, which is hilarious. It's the last place pro players expect you to put wards is the most obvious ward spot on top of this hill. There's no way they put this up here, they say.
As you say that. Arena down, Spears there, Michael's dead.
Yeah, Michael taken down there. He's just he needs to farm the dangerous areas. That's what you need to be doing when you're playing position 4, position 3. You let Envy sorry, you let your gyro farm everywhere you want.
Snowball, Phoenix. They're gonna get this kill on a Snake King.
My own strength.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They grab him. Okay, I want to start moving towards the enemies to grab somebody else.
Astral Step, Aether Remnant onto the Tusk. Pepita moving forward. Homing Missile going out towards Ryoya, or actually going out towards Brax, excuse me. Shards and the Snowball right on a 1437 EMP. Spear is out, stuns at the Tusk, but they get the kill onto the Lich. They're going to try and follow this up with a kill on a Pepita. He doesn't have a Snowball for 8 seconds more. Deafening Blast comes up short. Found the cold snap out on a Snaking as well as the call down. Spirits on the Ogre, but he's very tanky. Walrus Punch used. Now they go after Brax. Look at themselves a third. And Envy falls to make it a 4th. It almost seems like these heroes are low enough on Infamous where maybe, just maybe, Ryoya could have turned it around. But going in between them all and getting shackled means a full team wipe for Infamous and a 5k lead.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been something really good if he maybe had a third Astral Step. Unfortunately, no Rampage for him, and he goes down as well. Once his whole team's cleaned up, not a whole lot he's able to do. So Infamous pretty happy to finally take out that pesky tier 1 tower, and of course slow down Envy from getting that Manta style. Gyrocopter slowly working towards his BKB as well. I think that's his time if he wants to start doing things like taking Roshan, pushing high ground. They're grouped up now. They have smoke on the Lich here. He kills the Observer Ward first. If they decide to pop it. They have Haunt up, they have Arena up, they have Egg up. We might finally see an Arena Egg combo going to the enemies. But they're playing pretty split up on Infamous. They're very scrappy team.
27 kills, Walrus Punch, and the damage on to 1437. Now the Snowball over to the neutrals. Tornado comes in, they've got the Shackle, hits on a Brax. Now with the lockdown for the Fire Blast, they have the damage. Duel's up, but nowhere to go. Power Shot ends up getting the kill.
Brax taking down. The death timers aren't that high at this point. They're only 12 minutes of the game, so they're not really able to take that many objectives off these things. Again, if it was a bit later in the game, kill onto the enemy offlaner might do something like open up the Roche pit for you. But With that mid-tier 1 tower still up and respawn time only like 38 seconds. Just rejoin the fight after he respawns. 20 minutes into the game now. Grabs that banner, and they're actually still sitting on 1 banner, and I think Ogre's heading towards it though. Always collect these things.
Dire's top tower is
I just went over to a classic. Yeah, that's a real classic right there.
Always collect them. It's like, yeah, I would agree. For mid EMP, Shackle, Phoenix, Arena's down, Spear on a Pepita. They have the damage to get the kill. Ryoya right on top of him, so they'll finally finish him off. The deafening blast is out into 3. They'll find themselves 1, 4, 3, 7. The right click's coming in from his cell to get the kill. It's actually KXY who grabs it.
Ninja.
Shackle lands on to Ryoya.
Yep. Which, of course, is going to reveal the fact that they have an observer with it, because there's no way he throws that Shackle shot out on them otherwise. But now they can't go and deward it. Starting to control more of the enemy's area of the map right now on Infamous, though, and your AK net worth up. Want to start to look towards poking at this tier 2 tower, taking the Roche now. Or at least take this tier 1 tower. That's where they're posturing now. Michael just going for it. Ooh, clean.
Okay.
Look at that. That is precision right there. And managed to grab the tier 1 tower finally.
Gonna try and fight. Astral Step. Going up. And the Simulate peek, he's been popped by Packus. They'll get the kill on a Brax. They'll look over as the tornado flies on through. And Ryoya in some trouble. Sunstrike misses. Supernova used. Can they kill off this egg? Aether Remnant stopped by Tusk. They do kill off Snake King as well as 1437. They got the damage coming in with the Gyro. They kill off Pepita as well as Packus. Cell sitting low, as is KXY, but down goes Ryoya. Eternal Envy nearby. Sunray right on top. They've got the Meteor down, and they kill off Envy. Meteor Hammer hits on a 2, though. So KXY and Michael now on the run. 4 heroes down the side of Infamous with the Spear landing. They kill off Michael. Full team wipe. But a close one nonetheless.
And it's a 10 death team fight right there. Every hero on each team going down. The buybacks, of course, on the Phoenix and that Mars fight definitely would have gone a bit more the way of Team Zero there if they managed to get that combination of the wall and the Phoenix egg off. Unfortunately, Infamous were just too quick with their jumps. While they did hit buyback, they didn't get to use those skills together and didn't get the best effect out of it. But I think you're overall kind of happy with this team fight if you're still on the side of Zero. It slows down the enemies a little bit, gives Envy again more time to come back online. Sitting on 2.7k now. I think he can finish up his Manta style, get onto the back line, and he has no trouble damaging heroes like Wind Ranger with this. As long as he can kind of slow Wind Ranger down, because again, when you use Desolate, this damage is applied before Spectre's attack. So it doesn't allow Wind Ranger to avoid it. So in other words, it means you have 3 your Manta style illusions attacking the heroes. That means you're doing 60 pure damage per attack, and so are your illusions. When the Wind Run just isn't that effective at that point.
Snowball. Shards. Just a little bit short.
Yeah, they want to set up around this pit right now, but they have the arena and the egg up. You don't want to take a Roche fight against this kind of lineup on Zero. You got to get back, Infamous.
I don't know. They're taking it very quickly. They're going to try and go for this. The Haunt comes in. Snowball, Roche sitting low. They're committing, and now that the illusions are gone, they might just go back into the pit and finish this off very quickly. But the arena is down. The BKB's been popped. And they'll grab the Aegis. So Pegasus grabs it. Pepita ends up dead. They look over at KXY, who's taking a lot of damage from Eternal Envy. The Deafening Blast comes through onto the Spectre. 2 heroes dead. Buyback from Pepita. Call down, hits a couple. Shackle lands on Envy as well as Ryoya. Chain Frost bouncing around Michael as well as Packus. They finally take out 1437. Brax is also dead. 2 heroes gone to the side of Team Zero. They're low on a cell. They grab the kill. Pepita, Blink, Snowball, looking for the Walrus Punch. Hit with the Yules. Still those shards. Can he get him? No.
Oh, He gets out.
On the cliff just barely.
That Yule's from Snake King saving Eternal Envy's
Every
life,
coin
but
helps.
Infamous. I felt like that fight went so well for them in so many ways, but it was a lot more even than it should have. Yes, they managed to pick up the Aegis, and yes, they didn't get the have to deal with the Egg and Mars Arena combination. Ogre managed to zone that Phoenix in the team fight single-handedly, throwing the net on him, running at him with Ignite, fire blasting him, but it still went okay for Zero. You got the Aegis and you got a couple of heroes.
Under attack.
I think Zero might be able to finally start coming back into this game.
They're down 8k still. It's going to be a tough road back no matter what.
They are going to have a difficult time once Zero starts getting what they need to have in these team fights done. I definitely think they win them. Well, that could change pretty quickly here. Focus.
7. Very dead.
You weren't so damn dead, I'd shoot you again.
Feels like Infamous are up a lot, but they haven't been able to push through these tier 2 towers at all.
Which feels a little bit weird. I mean, they can always stand Mars in front of the tower. It's very difficult to bring him down that quickly. That's something that's happened a couple times. Got a Yule Scepter as well, so able to dodge a lot of what they can throw at him right away. And of course, the Frost Armor on him will further reduce damage. The Lich is sitting behind him. They always have to worry about initiating on the Mars too hard because they could get set up by that Arena of Blood Phoenix Egg combination.
Converging
The
towards
intent
mid.
on setting up on this mid tower here. They know the enemy team is about to move down here. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to bring these people down though. They have a Satanic and a BKB Aghanims on the Gyrocopter. Once he starts hitting, he's going to be restoring life pretty quickly.
Looking over at Ryoya. EMP hits 1437. They got the cold snap on a Snake King. Chaos Meteor down. Throwing out some spells, but not much doing otherwise.
Farm a little bit faster on this Gyrocopter. And Bloodlust Alacrity thrown at him. All the buffs in the world. He is the main character of the Team Infamous anime.
At least
Take
for
our energy,
right now.
Paxos.
Puts his hands up, hoping to get everybody's energy.
You fools, you'll lose the game unless you give him your power. Bloodlust as well.
Radiant's middle
got
tower
it
is
all.
under attack.
Just a little bit away from each other, these two teams. I think that Zero realizes that they're down there. They're not intent on taking a fight, though. Perfectly happy on waiting, stalling this one out. Yeah, they're able to defend their bases pretty well, but Phoenix, Mars have too hard of a time catching up and getting on top of people. As say the Phoenix and the Void Spirit here.
Just looking for the Mars. Didn't find him, though. Roche is a fair bit ways away, and waiting for it might be the wrong call for
Dire's middle
Infamous.
tower is under attack.
Gives Spectre so much time to farm.
Tower is under attack.
Tier
Seems
2
like you have to
towers will be
force the
taken out
issue.
in short order.
Yeah.
What a tower is no more. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Brax with Cold Snap. Ice Wall, BKB, KXY with the Tornado. Now you got Michael coming over as well as Pepita. The silence on the 2. Michael gets low, pops the BKB. They're going to chase Ryoya. They got the kill into Brax. They're pulling heroes in. Now Yule Sunstrike. Ryoya avoids it to Simulate. Over to the side. Power shot there. Aether Remnant locks in the Gyro, but they've got the Cold Snap and the kill onto Ryoya. No buyback on either.
He's just down for 60 seconds here.
Snaking, he's standing still. They'll haunt, but look at the snowball. Pulls in KXY, Pepita, they're okay. They'll get the egg. Snaking gone, he's dead for 90, no buyback.
So they're turning their attention on some of these other heroes as well, though. Eternal Envy is able to finish zoning them. I feel like Envy could have gone on Michael at the start of that fight. Fortunately, I think you saw him in the very back line.
Shards lock him in, Ice Wall's down, Snowball's there. Buyback from the Phoenix. You already used Supernova though, so Sunstrike. Pepita dead, but Envy falls. Icarus dive over, Yule's into the Meteor Hammer. It's both KXY as well as Packus.
While it's happening, the catapult and this Ogre Mans are wailing away on your tier 2 tower. Not much stopping them from continuing to march going to this tier 3.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Except, you know, them wanting to stop. I stand corrected. They move up here towards the enemy jungle, farm this out. Pretty sure they have all their neutral items already, though. Just set up around the pit, I suppose.
So Infamous feels like they're very close to finishing off this game. One more fight, potentially. Spectre Dev for 20. And without the Tusk, though, for 31.
They're 40 seconds here. When Roche potentially back up, they will have the Haunt. Do have the Egg and the Mars combination off of cooldown now as well. But they're very scared. They're playing so far back, and despite the fact they have like so much reach and global presence. I mean, everyone's able to teleport around at the moment. Spectre is going to have the Haunt pretty soon. Void has tons of reach, but they're still playing so far back away from the enemy team.
Ooh, Blink, Sunstrike. Looking for Snaking, they'll pull him back. That move not working. Did for 95, no buyback.
That's, I think that's going to cost him. What's going to stop him straight up running down this lane? This Phoenix has been providing a lot of damage in these team fights. I'm not sure they have what they need to be able to bring down this Gyrocopter, this Invoker, this Tusk who's on the front line without that Sunray damage. Without that threat of the egg they need to break. Gyro up here on the hill. Look at him tear through this tower with these buffs on him, Alacrity and Bloodlust.
Glyph will expire. Creeps coming in. Constant Spectral Daggers thrown here at the Gyrocopter. Black Cannon, Astral Step forward. They've got the Silence on the Ogre, but they're taking the tier 3, so now they're going to look for more. They'll go after the racks. Need to fight into this eventually. You can't just sit here and watch your base fall. They're going to lose the range racks and now the melee racks. Why not move over and get the tier 3 mid?
You do have the option of that as well. They don't have the fortified down, but tier 3 mid is all they really get in the next 18 seconds. Instead, they opt to get back. Roshan is up. We'll get the Aegis. We'll get the cheese. Then we'll do it again. Here we go. Roshan cleared out. Them just too little too late on this smoke. They get on the Ogre, but all this is going to do is group him up.
Oh, Cataclysm. No. There's the big damage. They take out Rioya immediately. A cell finally falls into the BKB. He's been popped by Packus, and now they look over Eternal Envy. They get the kill into Brax as he tries to stand and trade, but he won't be able to do so successfully. They'll get the kill now onto Envy. 4 heroes gone for 3. Is that enough to hold this? KXY? What?
1,600 damage instantly from that Sunstrike.
KXY, why are you... What?
Huh?
Is under attack.
That sure was an interesting way to follow up the play you just did. It's just Gyrocopter alive now, I suppose. He does have the Aegis. There's to break through this frost shield here. know. We'll have to ask them about that after this game here, Bkop.
That was an odd one.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Catapults do a little bit of work here on this ranged barracks mid, but Gyro doesn't want to be anywhere close to around when the Void Spirit comes back up, so he opts to start getting back. And of course, Brax over here trying to take care of these catapults as quickly as possible so they don't do more damage than they have to against melee barracks, which will heal up. But that Invoker definitely just dove way too hard and cost him getting the melee racks there.
Yeah, very, very odd, that's for sure.
Every coin helps.
Spear finds Michael, and that's Haunt committed. BKB from Michael just to try and leave. Shackle survives long enough where MB now, I feel like, may need to be careful, but Papia's just dead. Okay. Just continue to throw bodies.
Trying to throw bodies at the problem, but Hero's throwing bodies at the solution. Here it is.
Down. Brax, though, hit with the Tornado, and they've got the EMP in. No mana left for Brax. Supernova behind them. They're going to back away from this. Deafening Blast hits. Sinister Gaze now onto the Gyro. Gyro's got the Aegis. The damage, oh, from half health, 1437 dies. Cataclysm down again. Rioya falls, snaking dead. Triple kill there for Packus. Down goes MV. 4 heroes gone, and the only one alive is Brax. One who initiated that all.
Brax started it all, but Phoenix Egg did end up going off, but didn't hit anybody, not even this Gyrocopter, who's now, God, he's got it all. Just a little bit of gold away from that I have Scotty there, which he's not even going to swap into his inventory until after his ace expires. He's holding the enemy team hostage at this point. There's nothing that just stops him from running down to the bottom lane and taking out that tier 3 tower and possibly ending the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tier
There
3
goes the
with
tier
the mid
three.
set of racks and the bottom set of racks.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Nearly taken out. Last tower, or last barracks now at less than 200 health. Even if he doesn't go on it, the catapult to finish this one off. And there we are, Mega Creeps.
Just ripping through these buildings.
Not much that anyone on Team Zero is going to be able to do about this. These lanes on Infamous. This game even goes from fast to slow to fast again. Just like that, up 30k net worth at 38 minutes. A lot of this had developed recently. I'm sure you were like 7k net worth up or ahead, but some bad Roche fights and bad team fights inside the enemy's territories. They've just lost everything.
And you can see the experience difference as well up there in the 30k region.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Block the enemies in the base. They're trying to get out, find themselves a kill, possibly some neutral items. Things are not even at the moment. They're sitting on 0 out of 4 right now on the side of
Arena down, Haunt used, Michael dead, Icarus dive. They have Supernova, they'll use it, but oh, Gyro hit with the Yules. Aether Remnant's there. Supernova's gonna pop, a cell goes down. But Packus just looking to use that damage. He all of a sudden loses that Aegis, times out. Everybody's still here for the side of Team Zero, but the Cataclysm flies in, Envy low, Rioya in trouble. They need to kill Envy, they need to find the kill onto the Spectre. Spectral Dagger, Pepita, Shards. They land, they still can't get the kill yet. Flat Cannon shots? Glimmer Cape is there, so they're gonna keep Envy alive even longer. But Ancient's exposed, the tier 4 towers are down, Rioya dies, down goes Snake King, they'll both buy back, they'll go after the throne, they'll finish the game if they can, but the glyph is used, now they're trying to hold even longer, and Packus in real deep. He's healing up, he's popped the Satanic, he'll stay alive, Braxton's up dead, gone for 2 minutes, triple kill here for Packus, Meteor Hammer slams down onto nothing but the ground. They've got Ryoya in the air, KXY, they will just stay in front of the well. And they've gotten themselves the Cataclysm, they've gotten themselves the Throne, and it's a 2-0 for Infamous.
Amazing gaming out of Infamous so far this tournament. I really like Michael's performance on the Wind Ranger. I absolutely hate position 4 support Wind Ranger, but these are some beautiful shackle shots out of him. Really like double heroes almost always landing onto trees. Nothing was wasted on this guy. I'd say it was a major contributing factor to their victory in this last game. Baker as well made a couple of mistakes, but I really like how he itemized. He went just this double refresh, or sorry, yeah, this refresher orb, Aghanim Scepter. He ended up just blowing up this Void Spear the one time he ended up getting shackled. 1600 pure damage taken instantly, potentially more if all 4 Sunstreaks that were on him hit him. But picked apart. Really fun to watch Way here, Team Zero. It's a weird thing to call it, but I think they did a really good job.
Yeah, really well done on Infamous' side. I thought they really did quite well. So, you know, they take the series 2-0. They claim it over Team Zero. They get their first 2-0 victory. And now coming up next, we've got ourselves 4 Zoomers up against Thunder Predator. So this should be a good one and one to be ready for. That'll be coming up next. We'll see you in just a moment with that series. We'll see you in a second. Stay right there. We'll be right back.